Hello and welcome to episode 8 of The Pilgrimage with Brazil. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, we trim our World Cup squad from 30 to 23, and I've then got friendlies for you against Ireland and Italy. So let's get straight into it and let's finalise the World Cup squad in just a moment. Okay, so here is our 30-man squad as it stands. We need to reduce that to 23, and as we can see, per the squad instructions, we have to have 3 goalkeepers, and there are only 3 there, so we can start by putting those 3 in. And I want 2 players for every position, so we're going to change this view so that we can see reports for each of the players and sort by position. So we've got, as you can see, 3 right backs. We need to trim that to 2. I'm going to leave out Valmir Mateus purely based on his age and nothing more. There's literally nothing else between him and the other 2. So Valmir Mateus is going to miss out. And then we need 4 centre backs, so we need to lose 1 centre back, and that centre back to miss out is going to be Wallace. So the next 4 are all going to be in the squad. We then need 2 left backs. We've currently got 2 left backs and a left wing back. So I am going to lose Luanzinho, and we're going to put Alexandre and Tadeu in the squad. Defensive midfield, we need 2, and we've got 2, so they're both going to be in the team, or in the squad at least. So we'll put both of them in. Right, Thales Enrique. I've selected the wrong guy. I needed Thales Enrique to be in the squad. And then we'll move on to central midfield, and we need 4 of those, including the attacking midfielder that we've got there, Giovanni. So who is going to miss out? I think the player to miss out is going to be João Francisco. So it's going to be Tadeu, Valdemar, João Andre and Giovanni in central midfield. On the right we need 2 players. So clearly Leandro is going to be in the squad. And also we need to pick 1 more, and I'm going to go with Paulo Sergio purely because he's a year younger than Patrick. No other reason than that. They're both as good as each other. Then we need to look at left wingers, and clearly the player to miss out is going to be Gerson Campos Cardoso. So Stephenson comes in and is joined by Teo. And then up front, we're only playing 1 striker, so we need 2. And I'm going to leave out. This is a real tough call. I'm going to have a look actually and see how each one has done. That's the only fair way to decide this one. So he's got 16 in 37 in the Premier League, Jose Ricardo. Tranquilino has got no goals from 3 games in the Brasileirão Serie A. and 4 in 9 in the state championship. So at the moment I'm leaning towards leaving Tranquilino out, unless Paulo Fernando is in terrible form. And he's not. He's got more than a goal a game in the Copa Libertadores. He's got 4 in 6 games in the state championship. So I think Paulo Fernando gets a place in the squad. He's also got 2 in 3 games for his country, and Tranquilino's got no goals for his country yet, so Tranquilino's going to be the one to miss out. So that's that, the squad finalised. So just check that it is 23, and it is. So I'll confirm that, and I'll be back in a moment with the first of the 2 friendlies. Okay, time now for the first match of today's episode as we face Ireland in Dublin. And the team for this one is Renato Augusto in goal, back 4 of Rafael Augusto, Gilles, João Victor and Thales Enrique. Valdemar at the base of midfield, João Andre and Mateus Tadeu ahead of him. It's Leandro on the right wing, Mike Stephenson on the left wing, Jose Ricardo up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending that we tell the lads it's a match we should be winning, make sure we do. We absolutely should be winning it, so let's pump the fists and go with that. And let's go into the tunnel, complete our tunnel interview. Is the first goal going to be crucial? I'm hopeful for a strong start and a positive approach. I know what we're capable of. We'll do well in this game. Eugenio Carlos misses out due to injury. Injuries happen. Okay, let's get the match underway and see if we can do what's expected and beat Ireland, who are rocking a 4-2-3-1 formation against our usual 4-3-3. So let's demand more. It's not been the fast start we were hoping for, but we now have a highlight. It's Ireland in possession, Markham with the ball forward, Keogh underneath it, and Stapleton with the shot. It's just wide, and the highlight comes to an end. And we await the next highlight. It's been a relatively even start to the game. Ireland with the better XG at the moment, so a demand more definitely needed, and definitely going to be some changes at half time. I think we're looking at probably 2. It's probably going to be both the players on the right hand side that will change. Markham's goal kick, João Victor underneath it, Tadeu to Valdemar, João Victor to Enrique, Enrique back to João Victor into Valdemar, Tadeu, Jose Ricardo drifts out to the left hand side, plays it through for Stephenson, who hits the outside of the post, and the chance goes begging. We are well on top, but have nothing to show for our first half dominance as it stands, although Stephenson's coming down the left hand side again. He's lost out to White, who finds Stapleton. Keane is in here and has blazed it high and wide. We get away with that, and we're going to go in at half time level. It's Ireland 0, Brazil 0, so we need more from the lads. We have to be better, start hitting the target, and let's make at least a couple of changes. So João Victor is beginning to tire, so we'll bring Lay on, and we will also change the right back Augusto and bring on Paulo Sergio. In fact, not Sergio. Undo that. We'll bring on Alan Kardec. So he can go in at right back. And do we make a third change? I'm going to say no at this stage. We'll stick with the 2 and get out there for the second half and see if we can win the game. Let's demand more. We're on positive, which is fine. Right, just keeping an eye on the fitness of the players. I think Tadeo and Leandro are going to be the next 2 players to come off. So I'm going to start lining those up now. Tadeo for Rodriguez and Leandro for Giovanni, as Mike Stephenson has a shot and puts it in the back of the net. While I was making the change, it's Ireland 0, Brazil 1. So we'll watch the replay. João Andres ball into Tadeu, played through to Stephenson, and he puts it past the keeper with a great finish. Ireland 0, Brazil 1, 59 minutes gone. And we'll continue with those changes. So the next changes are going to be probably Valdemar and Stephenson, I think, as White picks it up at the back. Murphy to Markham, who launches it. Keane is underneath it, but they lose out. Rodriguez's ball over the top. Omabamidele goes back to Markham, who finds Murphy. Omabamidele to Heffernan. They're playing it about at the back. Markham in the end puts his foot through it. Keane holds on to the ball and drifts out to the left wing, gets his cross in, it's headed away, but only as far as Heffernan. He finds White. White plays it forward for McNally, back to White, who crosses. Stapleton's header is over the top, and the chance is gone. So I think we are going to go with Valdemar off. And who's going to come on? Haven't really got a defensive midfielder. So that's a slight problem, as Thales Enrique has a shot, but Markham's equal to it. So in fact, I'm going to do Stephenson and bring on Teo. And for my final trick, I am going to, in fact, as Stephenson puts it in the back of the net again for Brazil. It's Ireland 0, Brazil 2 with 75 minutes gone. I think I'm going to take Jose Ricardo off and bring a striker on. And we'll bring on Paulo Fernando. Okay, as White comes forward, finds Venables into Gallagher to Lehane, who's in the area, plays it off the Brazil player, but Giovanni picks up the loose ball, plays it forward. Connolly picks it up, finds Venables. Omabamidele into Venables, plays it to the right and White. Thales Enrique wins it back. Rodriguez to Valdemar, who plays it into Fernando. Giovanni plays it into Teo, who chips the keeper and makes it Ireland 0, Brazil 3 with 81 minutes gone. No need for the replay, we'll move swiftly on. And we need to take Enrique off and bring on Carlos Alexandre. In fact, we can't, we've used all our subs, so we're going to finish the match with 10 men. So we'll be minus a left back in the final 5 or so minutes. But it won't make a difference as we're 3-0 up and cruising to victory. But there are going to be 4 added minutes to play. We're halfway through that now. And that should be that, and it is. Ireland 0, Brazil 3 at full time. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and our final pre-World Cup warm-up game as we face Italy away from home in Rome. So let's take a look at the team for that one in just a moment. Okay, here is the lineup to face Italy, and it is Bolichenio in goal, back 4 of Rafael Augusto, Gil, João Victor and Ziquinha, Rodriguez at the base of midfield, João Andre and Mateus Tadeu ahead of him, Teo on the left, Leandro on the right, Paulo Fernando up front. Let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well the assistant is recommending we've got nothing to lose here, we know how good we are, let's show everyone else what we're capable of. I'm going to disagree with that. Let's pump the fists, go out there and show me what you've got. There are places up for grabs, impress me. Let's see who can. Let's go into the tunnel, do our tunnel interview. Got a fantastic record against Mattia Caldara in your career. Why do you think that is? I'm only concerned with the future. If it ends in the next match, no one will talk about it afterwards. We're confident, we believe in ourselves, and that's always really nice. I'm hoping we have the edge with our approach. Okay, the match is underway, and Italy are going with a very untypical for them 4-4-2 in comparison to our 4-3-3. So clearly our deep line playmaker Rodriguez is going to be key to how well we can do, as Italy have a free kick and Chachia is over it. He's gone round the wall, it's hit the crossbar and been cleared. So first chance to Italy and they can't take it. So I think a demand more once this highlight ends is definitely needed. João Victor picks up the ball and runs forward with it, finds Ziquinha. João Victor to Rodriguez, Tadeu to Andre to Rodriguez. It's played into Teo, Augusto, and he plays it through for Teo, back to Augusto, João Andre's cross, and Leandro with the header to make it Italy 0, Brazil 1 on 18 minutes. So let's go with encourage now that we're winning away from home. And we're going to stick with this lineup for as long as we possibly can. We will be making lots of changes, but we don't want to make them too early. Although that said, Gil isn't playing well and is on a yellow card, so I think he might be the half-time substitute. Yeah, let's stay on feet. I think that's entirely sensible from the assistant. And Chachi has picked up a yellow card for Italy, and we have a free kick. Rodriguez over it, and he's gone round the wall. He's hit the crossbar. It's cleared as far as Rafael Augusto, and the highlight comes to an end. We've had much the better of it so far, but only the 1 goal to show for it. And it is going to be Gilles at half time, and Augusto as well, Rafael Augusto. So I'm going to do a double change. Going well, you're capable of better, so we'll go with that. Slight disagreement with the assistant. So Gilles for Lay, and Augusto for Alexandre, and that will do for now. So we'll get back out there for the second half of the match and try and see the job through, and keep an eye on the fitness levels mostly to decide who's going to be the next to come off. And at the moment there's nobody obvious, although Teo is going to be one of the first. In fact, Leandro's first to show, so we'll take him off and bring on Paulo Sergio, and Ziquinha needs to come off, so we'll just make a quick substitution there as well. Ziquinha can be replaced by, at right back, by Alan Kardec, and Rodriguez can be replaced by Valdemar, as Italy come forward but then we win it back. Kardec to Tadeu, back to Kardec, to Sergio on the right, back to João Victor, to Lay, into João Andre, plays it into Fernando, and Teo back to Rodriguez, Lay to Alexandre, Paulo Fernando to Sergio, Kardec loops the cross off a defender, and Teo can't apply the finish, and the highlight comes to an end. We're into the last 10 minutes, still holding on with a 1 goal lead. João Andre is going to be replaced by Giovanni, and Mateus Tadeu we can't in fact replace. So we've got a few players who are struggling, but luckily only a few minutes left. So it looks like we're going to hold on for a narrow win against a very good Italy side. Kardec over halfway to Fernando, Giovanni to the left and Teo. Further left is Alexandre, and he pulls it back for Teo. Finds Alexandre again, his cross, Paulo Sergio at the back post to make it Italy 0, Brazil 2, with 1 minute of normal time remaining. So we now do just need to see out the remaining minutes and just try not to pick up any injuries. And the 4 minutes is up, and the referee blows the full-time whistle. It ends Italy 0, Brazil 2. I'll be back in a moment to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, so our preparations for the World Cup are complete, and when we come back on the next episode it will be the World Cup itself. So I'm going to bring you both of the group games against New Zealand and Poland. We're in World Cup Group I, and looking to make routine progress, I would suggest, from that into the knockout stages. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.